It's been 50 years, and yet Samurai Jack hasn't aged. Why is this? Shouldn't he be held to the same aging pattern as any other human being? The answer lies in transient age versus relative age. If an object is chronologically fixed to an Earth time sequence, everything around it will move in Earth time. However, if you're traveling through time, it is assumed you're working outside of the Earth time sequence based on your method of transit. Therefore, you would age and interact with a time relative to the object in which is the cause of the time travel sequence. Since Aku, a seemingly immortal foe that has lived since the beginning of time, is the cause of the rip in space and time thrusting Jack into the future, it is likely that Jack is now held to the same aging pattern as that of Aku's, which is seemingly immortal. The concept of time travel is defined as jumping you instantaneously to a different point in the timeline without aging you. You merely age the length in time it took you to travel in time, not the amount of years into the future you may have traveled. So yes, you can slow your aging and effectively travel forward in time, but what makes Samurai Jack's case of time travel unique is the mere fact that an immortal entity was the cause of his propulsion into the future. And if we take a look into the fictional rulebook of time travelers, in which all science fiction time traveling films are predicated upon, we know that things that travel together age together. Meaning, if you travel through time and you bring an object with you, all those things experience time in exactly the same way that you do. Jack's time travel was the product of a magical rip in the time and space continuum by an immortal presence, which would lead us to believe his aging pattern is governed by that of which pushed him forward in time. His personal experience of time is governed by clocks in his brain and body, the predictable beating of rhythmic pulses of chemical and biological processes. Whatever flow of time is being experienced by those processes, and thus by his conscious perception, is also being experienced by whatever accompanies him on his journey. Perhaps a few remnants of the blackness that is Aku rubbed off on Jack as he was thrown through the time portal, causing the two to be forever entwined and connected to one another. Their existences in space and time might now be forever linked to one another, and should one no longer be in existence on this plane, it might directly affect the other one's existence. It might be more beneficial to Jack's overall existence if he were to travel back in time to kill Aku, for if he does it during the present timeline, he might just extinguish his own life. But unfortunately, Jack is locked in a time paradox, the worst thing that could possibly happen to a time-traveling protagonist. For if he travels back in time to his original timeline, he'll run into himself, which will ultimately cause one to fade away, as two of the same beings cannot survive in the same timeline. And should Jack kill Aku in his current timeline, there is a slight chance that he might die as well, as it appears as they are connected to one another based on their time travel scenario. Jack has two choices, ultimately. Live forever in the dystopia created by Aku, or vanquish his foe and possibly meet his own destiny of death. What are your thoughts on this? Why do you think Jack hasn't aged upon traveling into the future? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'd love to know your thoughts on this. As always, thank you guys for watching, and until next time, I will see you guys in the next one, friends. Peace.